mainly because like when I was first getting started in property myself, there was a lot of conflicting information out there. I read almost every single book that there was in terms of property investment book in Australia. A lot of the stuff was outdated. I looked at various companies that actually, help people with property investing. And again, it was lots of conflicting information. And to me, I like the idea of, being able to work with someone that's actually investing right now themselves. And all the, different companies out there that I saw at that particular time, many of them had built their portfolio 20, 30 years ago. They weren't actively investing right now. And to me, it felt good as a natural progression in order to give back and help people with their own property investing journey. I built up a lot of connections with real estate agents and bank administrators, and I got access to many deals from just the ones that I even started buying myself. So building my own portfolio, I had many times where pretty much real estate agents, they were bringing me other deals that weren't on the market, that weren't getting access because they knew I was a serious buyer. And at that particular time, there was probably 10 to 20 or 30 or 40 at least that I couldn't buy myself at that particular time. Because as an example, I might get access to 100 properties in a month
right now
that are off the market, that are really good deals, but I can't buy that many myself. Over the years, as I've appeared in different media interviews and on TV and on news.com, which is always regularly happening, it was a natural progression because people were asking for help and I had access to those deals. It saved obviously the people a lot of time, money, heartache, and they were actually able to make money on the way into it, because the average property that we pick up, I'd say, would be 50 to 70,000 under what other ones are going for. So yes, they're paying a fee, but if they're paying X amount and they're actually getting a property at 60,000 of what it's worth, then they're making 4 times the return at least on investment. Also, when I was starting out, it's my passion, real estate. I'm crazy about property. I'm addicted to buying property myself. Talking to clients every single day about real estate and about property, it's an awesome thing. So I get to do what I love and love what I do. The last 3 years has been huge. We've expanded, we've doubled and tripled, even quadrupled in size, and we're still expanding at this moment in present time. But we put, different processes and procedures in place to make sure that it's not just myself like it used to be dealing with clients, because I can't be everywhere at once, unfortunately. And back when it was just me doing almost every single thing, or just with a couple people, things were getting missed. But now we've spent the time and invested the money to actually continue building the team, so that we've got people looking after different states as an example. So we'll soon have people looking after Brisbane, or people buying Perth, or various things like that. So now we've got property acquisition team that will guide them through the process from start to finish. I'll always be the one, that guides, starts the process and presents them properties, and they'll always have that one-on-one contact with myself, but I'll have the team behind me now backing that up. Now I've got a really good team that's organizing all that as well. So yeah. I don't personally have an end goal. The people that are trying to grow and consistently change and move on to bigger and better things and invest in property as an example, they're constantly changing. And if you hit one goal, it only satisfies you for so long. Hopefully anyone watching this video would have this experience, but if they've set one goal, whether it's to buy a property, or whether it's to lose a certain amount of weight, or whether it's, to achieve something academically, you're usually happy for a very short period of time, for between 1 week to 3 weeks, but usually it subsides. And then you got to set another goal, essentially. So the way that a person feels alive is by constant progression. I would recommend always, having a whiteboard somewhere that you consistently see, as an example, in your office or in your bedroom, and then write goals. That's what I do, literally. I have yearly goals, and I'll usually spend a week right around Christmas time, between Christmas and New Year's, and think back on what's the cool stuff that I have kind of accomplished that year. And the next year, it's kind of like your New Year's resolution, but actually for the entire year, and something you actually stick to. So I'll have yearly goals, and I'll just basically write down 10 to 20 things that I want to accomplish throughout that year, and what I've found works best for me.